Good morning, dear student. Today I will teach you third topic process of nutrition in human being. First of all, we know human being are heterotrophic omnivorous organisms. They obtain their food from plant, animal, and their product by holozoic mode of nutrition. The essential component of human diet are water, carbohydrate, fat, protein, minerals, vitamins. The human digestive system consists of an alimentary canal and many other digestive parts. The alimentary canal is a long tube and muscular wall, glandular epithelial lining in diameter. It extends from the mouth to anus. The alimentary canal measures nearly 9-meter long tube in which duct of several digestive glands and open secrete their respective digestive secretion. Alimentary canal consists of several organs. These organs you can see in this diagram, that means human alimentary canal, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, oesophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. Mouth. Mouth is upper most opening of human digestive system which gives pauses for egestion of food. It is guarded by two soft movable lips and open into chamber that is called buccal cavity. Buccal cavity, that means you can say that oral cavity. It is a large space bounded above by the palate, below by the throat, and on the side by the jaw. The throat supports the muscular tongue which from the floor of this cavity and helps in ingestion of food. The jaw bear teeth. Both upper and lower jaw are provided with teeth. Each jaw has two pair of incisor, one pair of canine, two pair of premolar, and three pair of molar. Thus, we can say that each jaw possesses total 30, sorry, 16 teeth, and a human adult has 32 permanent teeth. The incisors are sharp and have cutting edge. The canine are pointed and occurs next to the incisor. Premolar and molar are called grinding teeth. Teeth cut the food into small pieces and chew them to make the soft for easy swallowing. The full dental formula of human beings: incisor, two pair upper jaw and two pair lower jaw; canine, one pair upper jaw and one pair lower jaw; premolar, two pair upper jaw and two pair molar jaw; molar, three pair upper jaw and three pair lower jaw. Pharynx. The pharynx is about 12-meter long, funnel shaped vertical canal which serve as passage way of food from buccal cavity to the oesophagus. Oesophagus. Oesophagus is long and tubular structure which serve to carry the food from pharynx to the stomach. The wall of oesophagus is highly muscular. The oesophagus is not concerned with the digestion of the food. It exhibits peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement, that means you can know contraction and relaxation of movement wall. That is the peristaltic movement. So that is a partially digested food is pushed forward in the tract. In fact, this movement occurs throughout the alimentary canal. Stomach. The stomach is a wide C-shaped or J-shaped muscular sac present on the left side of the abdomen. Partially digested reaches into the stomach from the buccal cavity through pharynx and esophagus. Now further digestion of food takes place in stomach. The stomach serves main four main functions, that is a storage of food and mechanism churning of food, partial digestion and regulation of flow of food into the small intestine. The food is stored in stomach for variable duration. Carbohydrate continue to digested till the salivary enzyme, that means ptyalin, is destroyed by the HCl hydrochloric acid secreted in stomach. Stomach passes branches and tubular, glandular, present on inner surface of wall. There are three types of gland which secrete hydrochloric acid, protein and digestive enzyme and mucus. That means you can say that stomach secrete pepsin, HCl and mucus. All these secretion are collectively called gastric juice. The hydrochloric acid makes the medium acidic, protein digesting enzyme, that means pepsin, act as acidic medium which break down protein into peptones. Gastric juice also contain some gastric lipase which partially break down lipid. The gastric juice can also be secreted in stomach by sight, smell or thought of appetizing food. And last, regulation of flow of food into small intestine. The stomach regulates the flow of partially digested food into small intestine. Small intestine is longest partially element canal. It is a narrow tube of about 6 meter which lies coiled in abdomen. The length of small intestine varies in different animals depending on the size of food they eat. It is a comparatively longer in herbivorous animal which eat grass. Animal which eat grass and in shorter carnivorous which eat meat. Villi are richly supplied with blood capillaries. They also contain lymph vessel. Limbs flowing in limbs vessel carry digested fats absorbed from the intestine. The lymph vessels finally open into larger veins. Rest of the absorbed digested food is carried by blood flowing in blood capillaries in various tissue. Large intestine. Large intestine followed the shorter, that means size is shorter but wider than small intestine. It runs around the mass of small intestine in the form of, it lacks villi but secrete mucus. The greater part of large intestine is colon, which gives sacculated appearance due to a series of constriction. The colon is followed by 15 to 20 meter long vertical column is called rectum. It has longitudinal fold and large food vessels. The undigested food is collected in feces in the rectum. The rectum leads through 2 to 5 centimeter long anal canal to excretory exterior at the anus. The rectal wall mainly absorbs water from the undigested food. It also secretes mucus for lubrication. The facial matter is egested out through anal opening by the activity of anal sphincter. Thank you.